Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. And let's just start as we always do with that wonderful time, just to open our hearts and just send love and gratitude out to the world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner workers receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner worker of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great ascended hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. It's a lovely opportunity to send love and gratitude out to the world. And then I'm just thinking who might like to read. And Jenny Kling, can you read Beloved for us?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Thank you.
Opening invocation. Would you like me to read now?
Yes.
Okay. Opening invocation. Before reading the words of a master, we say together with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Gautama. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Gautama, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself, and there instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Thanks, beloved Jen. Marvelous. All right, so we've got continuing with the last chapter of the Magic Presence, because we know we were told to read that. So we're busy with that. And beloved John stepped in. Gary had a little hiccup with his health, but I know he's back on track, coming back on track. So John did it. Thank you so much, beloved John. So we're carrying on now with their arrival in India. And then this is just, I know we've watched it before, but it's such a good one. And it's short because Terry's one is longer than normal. So it's expanding consciousness through the rhythmic breath and maintaining health, balance, and happiness. And the rhythmic breath, I mean, it really is such a wonderful thing to get into the habit of doing daily. And I mean, I just know that I don't go without doing it. It just really is such a marvelous thing to do. And then beloved Terry is going to read from beloved Morya from, he says, our cosmic library, and it's Peace Established Through the Men of Goodwill. And it's just lovely. I really enjoyed it. Bridge to Spiritual Freedom it's from. Then I'm going to read from beloved Omega, and I know we read from her a little while ago, probably maybe it must be over a year ago, but it's just so comforting. I just really felt like it would be a good thing for us to read that. Beloved Antoinette can't make it tonight. She's got something she has to do. And so I'm going to read the decrees for her. She asked me to do that. So we're going to do that. But we're going to start now with John reading for us the Magic Presence.
Chapter 11, Last Chapter of the Magic Presence by Godfrey Ray King. The True Messenger of Divine Service, arriving in India. At dinner on the evening of the 7th day of the voyage, our host announced that we were to reach Bombay late the next evening, but we were to remain aboard until the following morning. Bombay is one of the most beautiful harbours in the world, and as our yacht came alongside the pier, we were greeted by the Indian Master Chananda, to whom we were presented by our host. We drove to the railroad station, where we were conducted to a private car, every convenience being provided for us so very graciously until we reached our destination. It was here only that the outline of our stay in India was given. First we were to go to Calcutta and remain there 2 days while certain work would be given. The trip to Calcutta was delightful, and although the days were very warm outside, we were not aware of it in the train. We passed many places of great scenic beauty, and shortly after leaving Bombay, we missed Bob. We started to search for him, and as we entered his compartment, realized he had left his body. Leto warned us immediately. "Do not touch his body," she said, "for he has gone with the Master Chananda." For a few moments Nada had a hard struggle to command herself and keep at peace, for this was the first time Bob had gone forth from his body without previous preparation. However, she soon controlled her feelings and became at ease. In about 2 hours Bob came walking into the observation car in which we had all gathered. He was as serene as could be, but the rest of us immediately asked concerning his experiences, and of course wanted to know where he had been. We could get him to reveal nothing, and finally he said, "Each of us is to keep his experience strictly within his own consciousness until the end of our destination, and then we had to compare notes." That afternoon Nada and Pearl were gone about 2 hours. The next morning Rex and I left our bodies. Each of us had experienced practically the same things, for we were being trained in accurate observation. Sri Singh, the brother who had taken Chananda's place, was delighted in every way, but very silent. Yet when he did talk, it was always for some very definite purpose. The day we arrived in Calcutta, Chananda reappeared to us, and when we had become seated at dinner, with his magic radiant smile remarked, "I congratulate each of you on the fearless way in which you are able to leave your bodies and go forth strong and free. It means great enlightenment for all, as well as the entering into a tremendous field of service. Leto, my sister, you are a most efficient instructor, and your work with these students is remarkably well done. It is only in this freedom, my friends, that you are permitted to know, feel, and experience the full use of the cosmic rays. You are now in a position to receive the full benefit of your training with us." Electra and our host of the yacht were silent, but very careful observers of all that had taken place, and were no doubt being trained in the same way. We felt keenly the intensity and power of the instruction, for everything we did had a definite objective and purpose. We arrived in Calcutta and drove rapidly for about half an hour, finally coming to a stop in front of a beautiful building retreat situated upon a prominence in what was evidently the best residential section of the city.
Marvelous. So there we have it. Lady Leto. We can also be instructed by her. Okay, wonderful. So now we're going to listen to this video from beloved Lord Kuthumi. This is instruction from beloved Lord Gautama from the Bridge to Freedom Material Bulletin Book 2, Expanding Consciousness Through Rhythmic Breath. Beloved ones, sometimes it takes several embodiments for a life stream to perfect some God-given design, and sometimes other life streams who will follow after you will benefit by all the service and application which you have made and your dear interest in the bringing in this kingdom of righteousness to the earth. I am, of course, also deeply interested in the rhythmic breath, and I refer you to the fundamentals of breathing insofar as they are connected with the precipitation of good health in your body, alertness in your mind, stability in your emotions, and purity in your etheric vehicle. When you absorb the breath of life into your nostrils with every in-breath, which is gently, rhythmically drawn into your body, you are drawing the very life essence of the universe to bless you. While you are holding that breath within your body, you can come to a point wherein and whereby you can direct that breath while it is still within your body to any portion thereof that seems to require help and assistance. Then, as you begin to expand that consecrated breath, it flows from the pores of your body into the atmosphere around you and becomes part of your beautiful aura. And then, with the strength of your breath, you can project it safely further and further and further without strain. You in-breathe it and absorb it and expand it and project it with the motive of blessing yourselves and others. Young chelas cannot do this safely for long periods of time, here in the West particularly, but the importance is the rhythm that is within the use of your breath, in the in-breathing and absorbing and expanding and projecting. You feel it with me closely, the in-breathing, the absorbing, the expanding, and the projecting. That is a most marvelous process, as it is developed for stabilizing yourself. If you take time, a few minutes several times a day, just to go over that, you will find a release of the tensions that do mount when an individual has outer pressures upon them, as well as during the time just before going to sleep. There is a saying that you have in your outer world terminology, take time to be holy, and yet that is so often forgotten by those who are so sincere that I say to you, my beloved and blessed ones, do take this time to be holy in the use of that breath of life. All right, so because we've got quite a lot to do, so I'm just going to cut it a little bit short there. So if anybody's listening and they want to go and start practicing the rhythmic breath, and you want to learn more, if you go to the website iamfree.co.za and you scroll and you get onto the top, you'll see Ascension Topics. And you click on there and you'll scroll down, you see lots of boxes, and you'll come to the rhythmic breath of life. It's quite near the top of the page, but lots of wonderful information there, and such an excellent thing to do. Now, beloved Terry's going to read for us. Thank you so much, Terry, beloved. Let me get that going.
You are very welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Our Cosmic Library by beloved El Morya. My speech this evening, as assigned to me by the Maha Chohan, is based on the subject of peace established through men of goodwill. A lasting peace can come on earth only through goodwill. Goodwill, God's will, of course, is the activity at Darjeeling, is the radiation of our flame, our ray, and our brotherhood. Goodwill is not surface fraternity. Goodwill issues right out of the heart and is composed of sincerity of motive and design, illumined faith and trust, good common sense, wisdom and discrimination, and pliability to act on a moment in whatever capacity one is called upon to serve. Goodwill is based on love, not on flattery. Goodwill is based on love of God and love of humanity, where there is no bigotry, where the light of man's heart and not the color of his skin is the consciousness of feeling of the chela. Goodwill is based on purity and selflessness. True goodwill is based upon the capacity to concentrate on that portion of the plan which you can fulfill And you certainly have enough common sense to know that even I cannot fulfill all the plan of God, or even could beloved Jesus, or Lord Gautama, or the Lord of the Flames, Sanat Kumara, before them. Goodwill is the concentration upon the practical development and use of that portion of God's plan that your talents and capacities will allow you to utilize for impersonal benefaction to the earth and her evolutions. Goodwill is the willingness to minister to those in distress, but in a positive and compassionate way, sinking not into apathy, sympathy, or negative vibrations that lower your vibrations to a point akin to the one in distress. Goodwill is established through invoking every power of your Almighty God I Am, and every divine being of whom you know. And certainly we have presented to you on the screen of life more beings than I think you can possibly remember in your outer mind. This goodwill of which I speak is the channel through which lasting peace flows, through the individual, the family unit and business or community, secular or spiritual, through a nation, and then through a planet. Where there are men and women of goodwill, and thanks be to God, they are rising in various nations, they are the channels through which a lasting and abiding peace can be anchored and radiated forth. Goodwill always creates unity. The beloved Micah, representative of unity, is desirous of assisting all who wish to express goodwill. That goodwill is not something that is merely an external smile, a false hand clasp, or a Judas kiss. Ah, no, the goodwill of which I speak is that of consecrated men and women upon this planet Earth, whose hearts are pure and whose auras we read as clearly as you read each other's faces, even clearer by far, because your faces often mask what you feel. I am asked now, as the great temple at Darjeeling opens, that men and women everywhere interested in God's holy will know that it is within their compass, whether they are in orthodox channels, in secular or spiritual activities, to establish God's will through a most uncommon, but what should be a most common expression of their innate nature: peace on earth through goodwill to humanity. This goodwill does not mean compromise with evil. Lord Michael does not sit hand in hand with the creations of the devil. Oh no. Michael's love is so great for the imprisoned life within the creations of the psychic and astral realms that have emanated from humankind's experimental use of life, that he loves the life within those creations free. He does not consort with these creations, which temporary, thank God, form the veil of Maya. He is a messenger of God's will. That is goodwill. He goes fearlessly into that realm where some of those creations are so large, and maintains his stand for the goodness of God within the imprisoned life of the most distorted thought in feeling forms, until the light within those forms reaching towards his love are transmuted. I have seen this done again and again. Lord Michael, of course, stands not alone in this. The goddess of light and the great Astrea and all the beloved beings who are with the ascended Master Saint Germain render a similar service. Some of you do too, as best you know how. As soon as we touch upon the subject of divine love, particularly concerned with the third ray, chelas are apt to lose the middle way and become, for the time being, lulled by the sense of loving life free, so engaged in happy expressions that have no more depth than that of the worthless weed planted next to the corn. And you forget that real goodwill, or God's will, is as strong as the mighty oak with roots that go down deep, deep into the earth. Those men and women who intend to promote and sustain feelings of goodwill in their own races, their own religions, nations, and family units cannot do it while they compromise with any evil. Take a stand that God's will for humankind, for the earth, for imprisoned angels, for every elemental, four-footed creature, and every living thing is good. This I shall affirm, so long as I have being and individuality. You can remember, if you should never hear my voice again, I shall be saying constantly, God's will is good for you and all of life. Now accept it. How can humanity and chelas accept compromise with evil when in Darjeeling we have that flame which the student body honor this night, which great and divine beings have honored since the 15th of the month? It is a lack of illumined faith, beloved ones, that faith which is our gift to give you. It is not the blind faith which accepts without knowledge. We have given you as humbly, as clearly, as distinctly, with as little embellishment as possible, a description of the creation of the earth, your part in that creation, the way for you to return to your perfected self. We have opened our homes and our hearts to your presence. We have stood sponsor for you. Beloved Serapis Bey has given you the opportunity to ascend in this very embodiment. We have talked to you time and time again, even the Elohim, the great archangels, the Lord of the world, beloved Gautama, who so seldom speaks, breaking the silence of that magnificent peace to give you a few words of encouragement. That is life, beloved ones, life that these beings might use to greater advantage on other stars, but it is life invested in you because we have faith, not only in you, but in the common knowledge among the spiritual hierarchy that the ascended Master Saint Germain's golden age shall be established and sustained on this earth. It would be nice for you to be a part of it, nice to witness it, but sad for you to return to the inner realms without having done that which you vowed to do when you took embodiment. Sad for you and sad for your sponsor. I have provided and chosen your sponsors from my retreat this month. This was January 1977. We are presently visiting the Palace of Man's Purpose, May through June 2024. They are all very positive gentlemen, and with the help of God's holy will, if you sit humbly in the Himalayan foothills, just waiting for the radiance to come forth as the spiritual hierarchy gather together, you come as my honored guest and walk up the steps to use my drawing room. To enter the flame room, you have full freedom to talk with me, as you do so often. Our little telegraphic system, you know, makes me smile sometimes, because in your way you are sincere. But the difficulty is there is seldom time for me to reply. You continue to list your grievances until the time is up, and then you hang up on your own little telephone and are relieved, but there has not been time for me to reply. So I wait till you have quieted down somewhat, or gone to bed, or diverting yourselves in the various pastimes to reply through radiation. Let's make this a two-way telegraphic system, shall we? And allow me the courtesy of responding. It will be to your benefit. I promise to use the most proper Oxford English and be as gentle as I can, gentler than perhaps is wise. Seeing those chelas in the Himalayas, as Lord Gautama brought to your attention, I can but wish that your inner eyes were open one night as you were carefully carried across the Atlantic Ocean, Europe, and Asia to Darjeeling, so that you could personally witness some of the privations through which these whom you might call ignorant, uneducated, and uncouth men and women went through just to get in the aura of our retreat and light their little campfire upon the hillside near our retreat. They would not come into the grounds because they have too much reverence for what they call a holy man who is there. Sometimes I do divest myself from the usual robes of state, and I walk among them as one of them, usually as a member of the Hindu race, and give them a benediction for their patience and reverence. You come as honored guests into my home. You have become a part of my heart. I hope that I had become a part of yours, for like the ascended master Saint Germain, even though I seem a fierce and rather violent Chohan, I have a great trust in unascended chelas who have served with me through the ages. Now will you allow my trust to be manifested in this world of form, so that this beautiful bridge of energy, created by our energy and your own, shall continue to be a pathway for heaven's greatest kings and queens to descend to bless you, and a pathway for the masses to ascend quickly out of distress. There's no need for the long Cold War, no need for the terrific threatened atomic warfare. These are all things that are being allowed to manifest because the chelas do not cognize opportunity to transmute the cause and core behind these unhappy manifestations. An opportunity flies by, as I have told you so often, in a split second and is no more. Solar logi come and they go. Cosmic beings come and go. We who have represented the divine hierarchy to you in this activity have an allotted time in which to speak. What matters 10 or 15 minutes, say some foolish chelas. It is 10 or 15 minutes taken from some other chela who waits our coming patiently, and it is 10 or 15 minutes absorbed from the light of the divine being who stands waiting opportunity to bless you all. Timing and opportune action is much a part of a chela of lasting worth to our cause. Come, join us at Darjeeling, and your inner bodies and your outer consciousness shall be filled with the true meaning of goodwill, God's will for all his children and all imprisoned life everywhere. Thank you, and good evening.
Oh, such heavenly words from beloved Moira, and such a lot to think about there and contemplate. Just marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Terry. Let me just get this up here now. Thanks, beloved. So beautifully read. And now this is the gem. So this is the tendency to hurry. And I thought it was just so apt for us all from beloved Saint Germain, from the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom. And he says, these days are days of great acceleration as the Earth's axis is being permanently straightened and the planet moves rapidly forward at the same time, which of course makes it necessary for the vibratory reaction of your own bodies to be stepped up a certain amount every 24 hours, just as much as you can comfortably stand. Here may I bring to your attention this important point that, because of this acceleration of the speed of your four lower bodies, there is often the tendency to hurry. You see, it just naturally flows that the vibratory action of your world must accelerate as you purify yourselves more and more. Then, too, it must accelerate as you accept our assistance, which comes to you through the radiation of our light and love. This radiation, which we give, is our very own life, the actual substance of our being, and that substance quite naturally vibrates much faster than do your own worlds here. So you can easily understand why our worlds vibrate faster than those of the masses of the people. Now, with the added acceleration of the planet itself, you sometimes individually feel the tendency to hurry, and hurry always brings distress of one kind or another. It is very necessary for the chela to clearly understand this at the present time so that he will consciously control these feelings. Will you give me opportunities so to help you? And I thought that's very, very relevant for all of us, especially me, because I'm sort of quite quite swift with things. And so I like to remind myself, and I'm sure we all like to be reminded of these things from the beloved Ascended Masters. Now we're going to say this wonderful decree, this wonderful opportunity we have to assist all the brothers and sisters caught in the psychic and astral realms that have left their bodies. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the Lords of Karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection, and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am, and we thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're going to listen to this. It's absolutely charming, and these little children are just so beautiful. I think you're going to really enjoy this one.
La moglie che fa bene al marito, la sera gli fa trovare la cipollata. Arriva il marito tutto incazzato, ma vaffanculo a te la cipollata. E quando venga la patigliano può guardarmi per trovare, perché stanno in mezzo sbagliate, ma ti me la fattura. Le pozzano macite e la vuoi con la bocca, le pozzano macite e la vuoi con la bocca. Mazza la mattina alla buon'ora e tu non letti fila condignosa, lo torte e lo me di ogni cosa, la notte ne mi dà ma io riposo. E come te muove, come Darjeeling, sembra che te la ritrovi, tra me come gli affari mi posso liberare. Le pozzano macite e la vuoi con la fobia, le pozzano macite e la vuoi con la fobia. Si alla moglie di gli rispetta, ti tratte dalle quale non caperte, si vigila te come un'abbandona, ti cuoce gli spaghetti io che buona. Te muovo belle, dai dice di cervelle, se l'arriva a contraddice che sa come fatti, le pozzano macite.
Stops rather abruptly, but it's just so gorgeous. I just absolutely love that. It's so the wonderful expressions on those children's faces, just priceless. Okay, so now we have this opportunity now to say this decree for all the animals, the insects, reptiles, all that part of life that's evolving on our beloved planet. So we say together, beloved I am presence of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal kingdom. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you, thank you. And I'm going to read from beloved Omega. And now, as we know, she's the goddess of the great central sun, the divine complement of beloved mighty Alpha. And this is what she says. When we came to Earth on this cosmic mission, The planet was surrounded with a tremendous volume of iniquity, and I am very happy to tell you that because of your calls, your harmony, your happiness, the pressure of your light combined with ours, that 50% of the effluvia has been removed. Last Sunday, when beloved Alpha stood on this platform through his body, a ray was anchored into the substance of this earth. This was a preparatory move for early this morning, before any of the chelas came to the sanctuary from the Temple of Peace around our sun, the ray of permanent peace was anchored right into the substance of this earth at this point. And I believe this was in the 1980s, as far as I remember. And she says, my God, my all, how grateful we are that the chelas cooperated with us. Do you not think that we are all extremely happy to be guests here at Shambhala? We love you. We love your dedication to service. And I could not take the so-called element of time to tell you the names of the various members of the hierarchy here present and who are so grateful that you have progressed thus far. Deep gratitude flowing into the flaming presence within your hearts. You are now the golden man, the Christ going forth in the legions of our beloved Lord and King, the ascended Master, Saint Germain. Now I have something else that I think would bring tremendous ecstasy to your beings. When we came to Shambhala, there was much consideration as to how the earth would be moved into the orbit of Uranus without too much devastation. Beloved Alpha and I, all in one, one in all, the Father, Mother, God for the system, have promised beloved Helios and Vesta, the godparents of this earth, we have promised them that should light be lacking at the time of this move, that we would release to them sufficient life to guarantee safe convoy of the earth. Across the earth, in flaming letters of golden light, this day is written, Ascension in the light assured. So you see, my children, this is the greatest moment since the last golden age. I entreat you, I admonish you, I use every word that could appeal to you. I counsel you, I beg of you to hold the harmony. Hold the harmony. Call to that mighty being harmony, beloved God Morya. Call to him and ask him to assist you. Because until that transition into the orbit of Uranus is accomplished, the sinister force is still active, is still cunning. While we do not wish to recognize things of the sort, the sinister force is below the realms of light, and we must be ever vigilant, and upon you we depend, and we know that the golden edict of victory would not be in the atmosphere of earth if victory was not assured. And there we have it. So we keep getting reminded to hold the harmony. So that is so, so important, isn't it? Because we're so often told that they can't use us, like the wick of a candle to, to blaze the light. If we light a candle, we use that wick. So they can use us to really, as they've said, save a city, save a continent, save a planet. So it's really important. All right. So now I thought we'd sing All Hail to Light. I just thought that was really going to be appropriate for this time. All Hail to Light. It's a lovely, lovely song. So I hope you enjoy singing it. Such a lovely song. I just love that song. And now we have this wonderful opportunity to call in the light. And as we know, this is the energy and the substance that the Ascended Masters need in order for them to come down here and do the work that we need to be done. So our decrees are so, so important. And yeah, so now we're going to say them together with our hearts open, connected to our mighty I Am Presence, because we know it's all through our I Am Presence that this that the light is called and the divine beings are contacted. So we say together, mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with the Ascended Master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. And now our tube of light, call for protection. So we say together, mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed. And what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. And we thank you. And I will just take a moment to visualize that tube of light being intensified by our I Am Presence with those thick walls at the edge, absolutely impenetrable to anything not of the light, stronger than any steel, beneath us and all around us up to our I Am Presence. And see that armor of light fashioned from beloved Archangel Michael's armor of light, always clothed in that armor of light. We can have the shield and the sword of blue flame. And we just see our beloved ones and all those that are in need of this, all those standing up for truth, justice, and freedom everywhere on our beloved earth. Guard and direct them, guide and protect them, each and every one. We just thank you, thank you. And now we have this wonderful opportunity to call in the beloved violet flame. So we say together, mighty I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with the Ascended Master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Now I decree for the beloved elementals, I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. Thank you, thank you. So lovely to send out that love, gratitude to the elementals. Now we say together, in the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence blessing, illumining, perfecting and setting all free in service to the light. Now we say, beloved cosmic I am presence and great goddess of liberty, direct the cosmic light of liberty as of 1,000 suns into the cause and core of anything attempting to delay the divine plan of the great white brotherhood for the earth's eternal freedom and release us from all tyranny here and now. So be it, beloved I am, and we thank you. Thank you. Now our decree for divine justice, so greatly needed at the moment on our beloved earth. So we say together, I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. And beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Thank you. And now, as Antoinette does every week, let's just call to that mighty, mighty cosmic being victory to charge into us his feeling of victory, that mighty feeling of victorious accomplishment, as we say together, I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Thank you, thank you. And now we finish off calling to that mighty, mighty secret love star. So let's just call by the power, the love, and the authority of our mighty I am presence to all the great beings from the great central sun that are ministering and holding this focus of pure, divine, unconditional love from the great central sun. And as we know, it is supreme light. It can never, ever be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. It's stronger than any human creations. So we just see now and we ask, beloved I am presence and great spirit of the secret love star, charge those glorious pink and golden rays into the hearts and 4 earthly bodies of every soul evolving on this beloved earth, both in and out of embodiment, and also throughout our beloved elemental kingdom. Flood our beloved earth with your glorious light, that supreme light of unconditional love, truly the glue of the universe. We know where there's unconditional love, no darkness can ever survive. So let's just feel and see our beloved earth responding, every man, woman, and child, all the elementals responding to this glorious gift of pure, divine, unconditional love from the secret love star. It's a great gift shining in the heavens now for the next 2,000 years. We know it shone when Jesus was in his ministry for 3 years, but now it's such an important time. It's going to be shining for 2,000 years. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this and our opportunities to call in those glorious rays from the secret love star. Thank you, thank you. And now we've got the closing invocation. And I'm just wondering, Janae, are you able to read, beloved? Have you got a screen there?
Yes, I can read.
Thank you.
So our closing invocation, before ending the session, we all say together with our mics muted. Beloved, I am present, and beloved Master Katumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So that's lovely. So let's just take a final moment, open our hearts, and just send love and gratitude to our I presence, to the great ascended ones. Thank you for these marvelous teachings, and to all the life that serves us, the angels, the elementals, our loved ones, just love and gratitude for life. Thank you. Thank you. Now let me stop the recording.